All right, today is one of those days where it's going to be a lot going on. It's later in the day because I slept through my alarms. I set them, I just didn't wake up. But eventually I will get it to where I either wake up at 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. Woke up at 9:50. Because I feel personally that waking up super early is a myth just to get where you're going. I think you should be able to wake up by 9 a.m. and be good. I think that you're supposed to sleep through the night. You're not supposed to wake up. It doesn't make you any cooler. It doesn't get you where you're going any faster. All it is adding a little bit more stress to your day so you're a little bit more focused. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the reason for waking up. But I think that that's bad for your health long term. So we're on our way to the VA to get my veteran's ID. It's just a walk-in. It's a simple process, I guess. You just show up, you go to the front and you ask for your VA card. And then they will take a picture of you, and then I think they mail it to your house though. So I don't know if I'm gonna get it right then and there. Hopefully I will. I'm doing this so I could sign up for therapy because I have a problem with snapping because of the military. I was one of those guys that got indoctrinated. Like you show up in the military and you get super focused and you get super motivated and you trauma bond with all these other guys and it becomes a part of your personality. So I still struggle with snapping all the time. So if I hear something that I don't like, I'm like, nope. It's got to be this way. And that's not reality, you know what I'm saying? Like that shouldn't be how you communicate with others. It's very bad for you. It's very bad for the other person. It's very bad for your relationship. So I'm going to therapy. I'm going to make the right choice because therapy is good. Don't let anybody tell you that you shouldn't go to therapy. Therapy is good. It's helped me a couple times already because of the military and what I had seen in the military. I was a military police officer and I saw a couple of people try to commit unaliving themselves, and I had to help them, and I got blood on my hands, and it was very traumatizing. That on top of toxic leadership, all the normal things that you experience in the military, as anybody does. All of that combined is what I think really messed with me. I was not ready for that. Some people can handle it better than others. I cannot. It really fucks with me that, why did this person have to get here? You know what I mean? Who was lacking so much empathy that they were not able to get help? To where I had to now witness this, and this person has to go through this. And you're supposed to have leadership, and usually I talk to the leaders and it's not a good sight. One of them, literally it happened upstairs. The first sergeant came in acting like nothing was going on. He was just yelling at everybody. Yeah, I think that's a reality check that you should probably chill out. And I find out from people in the unit that it's really toxic. It's a bad environment. And that first sergeant needed therapy, but I don't know what he's doing now. I tried to help as much as I could. I added as much value as I could. Saying that you should, as his leader, make sure that he gets to therapy. Make sure you watch over him, because as they were doing a class literally downstairs, the guy was doing it upstairs in the same room technically, because it's an upstairs deck. It's not separate. He didn't step into a separate room. He went right upstairs and started doing that to himself. So that's why I'm making the right decision to go seek therapy. And it doesn't matter how long it takes, because all it is a nice conversation. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to give you great advice. And if you don't like the guy, you go to the next one. That's how the VA works. If you don't like the therapy that you're receiving, you can go and talk to someone else. So, and it makes me very calm making a decision like this. This shouldn't be a stressful situation. You should be able to be like, bet, I'm getting help. And there's going to be a couple bad therapists that you go through, but that's fine. You could literally just be like, I don't want to see this guy anymore. You call the main office of that therapist situation, you never got to talk to the guy again. It's really that simple. That's how therapy works. You can do it online. It's really simple. So I'm going to go to the VA, get my ID. I'm gonna look around at the walls and see what I gotta do. Are we supposed to be going? What are we doing here? All right, cool. Now we're good. I was confused. That lady was confused as well, but I didn't want to move. So there was construction right next to a red light, and we were both sitting at a red light, and she asked, she was like, can I go? Because she thought like maybe, but no, if they're not directing you, you stay still. And then it turned green after she left, so she just literally like ran a red light. But anyways, after this, then I'm gonna go to the gym and get a few shots at the gym. And soon, either the 15th or the 1st, I'm gonna get my mic for the gym, so I could talk to you guys while I'm working out. This is all to create a veteran organization based off of me, straight from home. It's going to be someone to talk to, basically. I'm not going to play a therapist, I'm not going to play a nutritionist, but I am going to give you my best advice, and I'm going to have certificates showing that I am allowed to give that advice. I'm going to have my NASM certificate in physical training and nutrition, as well as a bachelor's degree in business administration, and I already have a associate's degree in professional studies, as well as a lot of experience as a non-commissioned officer. I was a non-commissioned officer in the military for 2 years, since 2022, and I got out in 2024. Quick, so this is where I live. This is 6 minutes from my house. I live next to the beach in Monterey, all because of strategic planning while I was in the military. I got out with $20,000. I started a small car detailing business, found out that that's not what I want to do, but I'm gonna have that on standby for extra income whenever I feel like doing cars, while I'm chasing this goal of helping veterans and creating a coaching program. To be inspired, I believe that you have to live in a geographical location that suits you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I chose to move out here and go to college. It also worked out because it was on one of the 3 things. We had Oklahoma, Texas, and then Monterey, California. So we got the luck of the draw. And I was like, bet, let me look up if there's a university there. Because I had planned on going to Las Vegas University. But then, you know, I met the woman of my dreams and fell in love. And it worked out even better. I would much rather be here than being in Vegas and partying all the time and having all that bad influence, you know what I'm saying? I would rather be in a calm retirement city on the beach with professional people who are millionaires. I'd rather move to where the inspiration, the creativity, the right infrastructure to keep me building upward, rather than going to a college that's gonna break me down. But yeah, I'm really, really happy about where I live. I'm really, really happy with who I'm with. I'm really happy with the planning and the goals, rather than playing video games all day, rather than drinking on the weekends. The only way is up, and this is how I'm gonna get it. I'm geographically where I need to be. My mindset's the way it needs to be. My physical behavior is the way that it needs to be. The background in the military, the associate's degree, I'm going to college, I'm learning off of YouTube, and I'm about to hire soon, probably in like March, April timeframe. I'm gonna hire someone who is where I want to be, basically. He is a coach that teaches coaches, and I get it, a lot of those are scams, but I've been following this guy for a year. I never make quick decisions. I've been following him for a year. I'm still analyzing what he does just to be sure, but after I figure that out, then I'm gonna hire him. He's pretty cut and dry. He goes live often, and he literally just gives out information to show you he's not a scam. He's like, ask me a question, I'll answer it, and he answers it with strategic precision, and I'm like, damn, every time. So hopefully his program runs as smoothly as he does, though. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to realize that not all the time am I going to be on phone calls with him. It's going to be his employees. It's his business as professional as he is. Because what if he's still building his business and he's got, a couple Joes that aren't that good, and I get one of them? So that's the types of things that I'm worried about when learning from other people. Because Nobody gives information for free. You have to pay for it, no matter what. But you also have to cipher through who's a gimmick and who's real. So that's where I'm at right now. Saving even more money. Finding out who I need to talk to. Soon I'm gonna get out of that apartment and start talking to people around here locally. Just try to start some conversation. Networking is very important. You're gonna catch them off guard, but it usually works out in the end. I've done it before. Like in the Army, like whenever I needed to connect with other units to set up a competition in Korea, it was super fucking easy. It was a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be. They were very open. Like, if you're motivated and you're moving in the right direction, people are gonna help you. It's not like you're asking for a handout. They're trying to help your cause because they see that you're going in the right direction. It's much easier that way. Being a helpful person. They're gonna help a helpful person. Because people really, you know, contrary to what you believe, because what the news tells you, most people don't want to see the world burn. We want to see it grow. That's why we like superheroes rather than villains most of the time. So I'm about to route myself to the VA, get the ID, go home, finish everything I need to today. I finally got my yearly calendar hung up, and I am looking into a structure. I have a few steps already, but once I complete that, I'm going to present it to you guys and show you what I got, so I can show you that I'm really, really on track to doing this. And I'm not scared of shit. Sometimes I'm low energy. That's one thing that I'm nervous about, is having low energy. But the only way to fix that is by eating foods that give you high energy, getting good rest, working out appropriately, getting out of the house, going on walks, raising your energy levels, rather than, you know, drinking soda and doing crazy shit. Like a Sprite got me on a chokehold, man. Sprite has me in a chokehold. It's so hard. Anyways, I'll see you soon. So I just got out of the VA. I just yawned, by the way. Oh, that's why my eyes are glossy. I promise you I didn't cry. I'd be honest if I cried. Crying is manly. Crying is supposed to happen because it's a normal function. Probably didn't know that, though. I mean, it is 2025. You know, people are starting to catch on that that's a normal human function and you should let it out. I just got out. I got my ID card coming in the mail. They showed me what it's going to look like. I asked all the other questions, and they're getting me set up with therapy tomorrow. And it was, I hate talking about therapy. I hate bringing it up. It's very uncomfortable for me. It's not something I like to admit. Naturally, logically, I do, because I know that that's progressive. But naturally, whenever I start to make the appointments and I start to face these people, I'm like, damn, I wish I didn't have to do this. You know, like, it'd be so much better if I could just use my time doing something else, you know? Is that, am I allowed to? Yeah, that's good. I would much rather spend my time doing something else than going to therapy. But it's something I have to do in order to be okay again. So, that's what I gotta do. Oh, that is a gate right in front of that road. A see-through gate. So that could have been bad. I'm happy that I'm getting it out of the way, though, getting the hardest part out of the way, because once I get into therapy, that's whenever I start to like function properly and they start to help me out, because there's little things that you forget here and there, because your brain's it's kind of like the events happen to you. Mine was military police related, you know, things that I saw on the job, and the stress, just constantly being in a stressful environment in the military. So I was in a stressful MOS. They had us on the road, then they'd pull us off the road, and we're right into field training on how to kill people at war. And, you know, as a 21-year-old kid, I thought that I was ready for something like that. No one really is. Everyone deals with that shit. Everyone comes out a little odd. You know what I'm saying? If you do a non-combat related MOS, or a non, you know, like law enforcement, ER, stuff like that. If you don't do anything like that, you have no chance of this affecting you. You're gonna work in an office and you're good to go. It might be a stressful work environment, but that's anywhere you go. For me, it was the control that the Army had over me as a young private. That was just stressful, right? I could deal with that. But then on top of that, you stack going and seeing people trying to unalive themselves at these calls in their own homes or at the fucking company. Or like I seen a woman with her eye gouged out of her fucking face because she had a Maine coon cat and she was drunk and arguing with her husband because her husband was a cheater. And she had her eye gouged out by her fucking cat because the cat split straight down the middle and it swelled up and popped out of her face and it was just like bulging. So that's why I go to therapy. I'm sorry. Humor is like the way that we that we deal with it. It like lightens the load. You're like, all right, I'm gonna take a break from that. That's a little too serious, you know? And then you deal with it all in therapy. You avoid it, but whenever you avoid it in public and whenever you avoid it at home, it starts to come out in your attitude. So then I start getting angry. So then I choose not to avoid it. I want to go handle it the proper way, as you should. And then after I get my VA card, start therapy. GI Bill is taking care of college. I start college on the 21st. And I'm really just trying to get my life together. And while I'm getting my life together, I'm realizing a lot that I can start an organization and start helping other people who are going through the same, because I'm going to successfully get through this. I'm going to successfully get through this. The hardest part is whenever people don't understand. You know, because they see it on NCIS or something like that. But you haven't seen it in person, homie. Like, you don't know what, and you could be tough and everything and act like if you have seen it, you could be super tough and act like it doesn't affect you. It does. You just don't know that those anger issues that you have is caused because of that. You just haven't related it yet. Get help. If you've seen things like that, get help. I mean, but then again, you know, like I know people who have seen things like that and it doesn't affect them, or it seems like it doesn't affect them, and they don't seek help. Like I know these people very close, and they don't seek help. They don't seem fazed by it. I don't understand how they do that. I've tried my best to man up, you know, but I'm choosing not to. I'm choosing to do the progressive route, and I'm gonna get through this, and I'm gonna show people through my YouTube videos that you can get through it as well. That you can do it. That you can turn your life into way more than you thought you were doomed to be in. You know what I mean? You thought you were destined for failure. Like, fuck, dude, the military fucked me. No, you were just doing your service and you thought that, you know, you were doing a good thing, and you did. You helped your country. That's great. But you got a little messed up in the process. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna stand back up and do what we need to do in order to be better. Mentally, physically, spiritually, religiously. And maintain a functioning life so you can help yourself, those you love, and others. That's what my whole process is here. That's why I'm documenting this. Because I not only am going to start an organization, but I'm going to show you how I got through it myself. I think that's very important for people to know. So now I'm going to go home, eat, and go to the gym. And then I'm going to go home and relax and unwind from that stressful event. It felt like I was back in the military. Anytime I feel like I'm back in the military, I'm like, oh, and my stomach gets all tight. Start getting anxious. But God is with me, so good to go, man. It's gonna be better than okay. That's beautiful, man. I'm looking at the beach right now, and all these little townhouses like on the hills. It's very cool. So right now we are at the gym, I ate a banana with honey and peanut butter and 2 egg sandwiches today. So whenever I get home, I need to like chow down. Today was just one of those hectic off days. Yesterday was a terrible day. Worst day we've had since we moved in, but we learned through it, we grew from it, and we realized that emotions and overthinking usually isn't going to give you the reality of the situation. A lot of it's in your head, a lot of it's reality. Always just focus on the facts. So that's what we learned about yesterday. Just moving in together, trying to learn to live with another person is very difficult for anybody. So you always got to remember that and be able to take a step back and be like, I love this person. It's all good. Now I'm at the gym. My personal trainer sent me a nutrition plan and a weightlifting plan. So I'm going to be watching the weightlifting plan while I lift weights in there. They do not have a leg press. Today's leg day. They don't have a leg press though. So I'm going to have to make do with what I got. They do have a variation. So I guess I can replace it with that. And I will go from there. All right, so let's get after it.
You on my mind a lot, don't need no time watch. I don't know how I got you in my pocket spot. Yeah, that's babe, need you every day. You like my oxygen, make it seem like the barging down. Got my heart no barging in, from the bed to the floor to the couch. Might wake the neighbors up, break you in then break you out. In the end we gon' make a child, then we gon' hit the shower. Part 2 we don't need no pause. You with Misty, we gon' get tipsy, don't need a power shot.
Copy my steel, face the fact that ain't no cap, I'm real. Ain't no cap, I'm real. The plastic bars tryna copy my steel. Copy my steel, face the fact that ain't no cap, I'm real. Ain't no cap, I'm real. The plastic bars tryna copy my steel.
Got my heart no in the bed. Break you in then. Yeah, this every day. Got my heart no in the bed. Break you in then. Yeah, this every day. This sound like Argentina. Had to fist my demeanor. That's cut. No, they don't want me breathing. Still I rose like diamonds. Got on 3 Jesus pieces, looking like Jay-Z and Yeezy. So far from conceited, but how can I be defeated? I hate to turn my wrist on like I'm Ben 10. Rappers think they doing something, I'm not a fan. I told my dad today, he said it's all pretend. I got back in my bed, now I got no friends.
Copy my steel, face the fact that ain't no cap, I'm real. Ain't no cap, I'm real. The plastic bars tryna copy my steel. Copy my steel, face the fact that ain't no cap, I'm real. Ain't no cap, I'm real. The plastic bars tryna copy my steel. Copy my steel, face the fact that ain't no cap, I'm real. Ain't no cap, I'm real. The plastic bars tryna copy my steel. Copy my steel, face the fact that ain't no cap, I'm real. Ain't no cap, I'm real. The plastic bars tryna copy my steel. Got my heart no.
I know in the bed. Break you in then. Yeah, this every day. Got my heart no in the bed. Break you in then. Yeah, this every day.
Copy my steel, face the fact that ain't no cap, I'm real. Ain't no cap, I'm real. The plastic bars tryna copy my steel. Copy my steel, face the fact that ain't no cap, I'm real. Ain't no cap, I'm real. The plastic bars tryna copy my steel. Plastic bars tryna copy my steel.